For the past few years, a teacher at my school has started to make it like an annual tradition type thing to bring a friend of his to speak to his history classes. Usually he'd make it so that way it would be during one class while another class had free time, or would make sure that their classes would get permission from their teachers to come and listen to this friend of his. But this year it was a bit different. The past 2 years had been kind of small, whereas this year I'm pretty sure about 90% of my school came to listen to this woman, and for good reason. See, the reason for this is because this friend of my teacher's is a Holocaust survivor, and she's 93, so, it's getting to be kind of a last chance thing, being able to speak with somebody who is actually there and actually experienced that. And I think that it's really great that of the 400 girls at my school, probably 350 were there. And a lot of the faculty too, not only just teachers, but, just random staff came into the gym and listened to her speak. And that was really great, I think. Her story that she told was pretty much the same as I had heard the last 2 years, but it was still good to hear it, like, as a reminder. But at the end, she added something that was a little different, and I really like to, that's the main reason I'm making this, is just, to help her get the message out. When she was finished telling her story, she challenged all of us to these 3 things, and I am going to share that with you right now. The first challenge Hetti posed to us was that when we feel the urge to hate someone or to dislike them greatly, to not give in to that. And not only to not have dislike for someone, but to get to know them specifically for that reason. Because she found through her experiences that most often when we feel the need to hate someone or to go against someone, that it's a lot of just misunderstanding. And that if we go the extra mile to not only tolerate this person, but to get to know them and become close with them, maybe we can understand why we were having this clash, why we were having this difference of opinion, or more than that, that made us, so butt heads. So that was the first of her challenges. The second of her challenges was to double and then triple think your actions before you do them. She said so many times people just do something to go along with what they've been told without thinking about it, or just because it seemed like a good idea at the time and they didn't think about it very much. And that's how so much hardship comes into this world. It's just by people making poor decisions because they didn't think about it enough. So she challenged us to be conscious of our actions and what they mean and what repercussions they might have depending on who sees them, how they affect it. If something comes out wrong and you don't have the proper way to fix it, that's how major problems can get started. Third and finally, she challenged us to just make a difference somehow in our lives, in the world. To be an advocate for something, to stand up for our rights, to make a name for something that you believe in, or even just something smaller, like volunteering at some place where you'll make a difference in one person's life each day. Like if you volunteer your time at like a soup kitchen, and maybe you say something kind to someone coming through. Maybe all they needed was that one compliment from the person giving them lunch or something, or just a smile to know somebody cares. Just the small things to make a difference, small or big, in whatever way you can. Try for it every day, and just really put your heart into it and mean it. I didn't really have a plan for how to finish this, so I guess I'll just end it here so you can ponder and think about that. When she was finished telling her